Hello everyone, I really wasn't intending on touching this game, but basically they decided to make a paid version of that free game Slender. I really didn't give a crap for the first one, it was just one of those free games, but then somebody told me it was on GOG.com for the price of $10, so I look and holy crap, everyone is one starring it saying, what is this crap? And it takes a lot to be the lowest rated game on the site because most of the lowest rated games were either games that sucked in their day or games from series that were pretty much considered the worst game of the series. This game, on the other hand, is just crap. How bad could this game possibly be, you may ask? Well, first off, let's just say if you've already played the free game, there's no point in wasting your money on this because this game is literally the same as the free game, just with some story tapped on, and it runs like crap on anything. So let's start the game off, shall we? Now, for this video, I had to turn the settings all the way on low because the computer I played this on, let's just say this game is so horribly optimized, I couldn't get a decent frame rate for recording until I turned all the settings off. Now, it doesn't matter if you have all the settings on or off. The only difference between turning your settings on is it adds a ton of stupid filters and effects and stuff. And even with all the filters on, it doesn't look very good. It looks like maybe an Unreal Engine 2 game at best. And even then, not even a decent Unreal Engine 2 game. If anything, without all the filters, it looks like Postal 2, but when you turn them off, but that's all the game does. It's got all these 400 filters on, which you can't see because they're on low, but the other problem with this game is it's horribly optimized even on a good PC. I've got my GTX 260. I can play like newer games like Black Ops 2. I can play pretty much any newer game. I mean, I was able to play Saints Row 3 on that. Which is also poorly optimized, but still a better game than this, and still better optimized too. And I only got like 20 FPS, despite the game looking much worse than, say, an Unreal Engine 3 game, proving this game is indeed unoptimized. It's like they played this on a GTX 690 or like, meh, it works, let's just ship it. It uses the Unity engine, which is pretty much an engine used for mediocre free games like the original Slender, but nobody really uses it, and you can tell that nobody uses it because it's really unoptimized, and that should pretty much give you a clue on why nobody uses that engine. And the gameplay is pretty much run, looking for items. This is the first part, but there's only like 5 parts to it. The game tries to imitate the style of a found footage horror movie with the effects, as you pretty much run all around with the camera just trying to find a bunch of pages. And that's really what you do. You're just trying to find a bunch of pages, just like the other Slender games. You run around while trying to avoid Slender, because after all Slender is jump cuts. This game also tries to implement a story to Slender, which is some crappy, mediocre, generic horror game plot. But basically, you find yourself having to run into this stupid house just to see a bunch of forced scripted stuff and get some stupid flashlight. Now, I know what you're thinking. It should be hard to fuck up the controls in a horror game which is based off an FPS engine, but they somehow did it. Doors, you have to right-click and drag. That's right. In this game, you have to right-click and drag doors in this game just to open up. Keep in mind, this isn't a game type where you normally have to push F or E to open a door, depending on the control layout the game uses. And once you get past that stupid house scene, you'll find yourself in the usual Slender area. And there's also 5 more parts to this game, if you're willing to somehow enjoy the other parts, which are just, oh my god, scary. You can pick up items and pretty much use them to get more of an idea on what's happening, but unlike BioShock, most of them really don't have much to do with it, and the notes are just generic. Oh my god, help. Those pages you're walking the whole game, the whole bland forest to try to find. All they are just a bunch of pages. I mean, seriously, this game This game is just not fun. This game fails at where games try to be fun. This game is the exact opposite of it. If you find jump scares fun, you'll love this game. If you're one of those people who watches generic Let's Player 14 who thinks, "Oh my god, Slender!" If you're one of those people, you'll think this game is good. But if you're anybody else, this game is just boring. It's not scary either because it's just jump scares. Did I mention that, well, the graphics in this game, like, once you look past the forest, you realize they're not well done, and it's so unoptimized you can't even turn the graphics up to max without you starting to that. It's just, oh my god, jump scare. Oh my god. Not fun at all, but unless you think seeing Slender Man is still scary in 2013, stay away from this game and don't buy it or even pirate it. Even pirating it is a waste of hard drive space. All in all, this is just one of the most boring games I've ever played. But you know the worst part about this game? They want $10 for this. It feels like a free game. Something you'd find in like a Flash game. Like, oh my god, evade Slenderman. That's all it is. Save your money and don't buy this. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. And please, spend your money on better games. And can somebody tell me what it is with horror games not even being scary at all?